we're going to need to fix that in the actual game save.
Thought so?
Because that was in the Atom copied city save.
Yeah.
All right.
Alrighty. Oh, cool. We got hand cam. We're good.
Good.
All right. Select new game. And do our special little combination here. Complete mystery. How that's done.
Okay, settings.
Oops. Yep. Go back.
What? Can we just check it English?
Yep.
Just in case. Ooh.
Get locked enemy tracking. Yep. Back to
Yep.
yeah. Yep. Cool. Screen. Yep. Good. Yep. Sound good.
Okay. Configs.
Yeah, the game it just keeps on like resetting its settings. Yeah, it's a real pain.
Once you get started, we'll be good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, no, we're good. All right. Cool. So you'll notice that we're changing the text to Japanese. Surprisingly enough, this. Oh, actually, yeah, we should start on time. Do you want to count us in? Yep, we're ready. All right, off we go. So you'll notice that we changed the text in this game to Japanese. For some reason, that saves about how much is about 25 seconds?
Yeah, 25 seconds throughout the run. Just because the loads are a bit quicker
Yeah.
in Japanese.
Yeah. The load screens are actually have like a video playing in the background.
Or some kind of punishment. I often think about the god who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
So starting off here, we're going to be doing a shmup. This game actually bounces between a shmup, a 3D action platformer, sorry, just 3D action, and a 2D platformer. That's one of the reasons why pretty much everyone in the community really loves the game. It's just incredibly diverse in the gameplay and what you can do.
Units confirmed. We've passed the 50-kilometer threshold and are proceeding toward the target. Understood. Once you reach their anti-air defenses.
Okay, so this shmup is basically just an auto-scroller all the way through. It does matter how quickly you kill the waves. So we're going to be trying to kill the waves as quickly as possible. But yeah, it's mostly just watching the dialogue pass.
All units activate manual mode and rely on visuals to evade.
Going on there.
Yeah, just move it off screen.
Origin point of
Do you want to move the mouse off screen? Alright, so here we're taking damage just to use up some items that we don't need that increase menu time. The game does start off about a minute and a half of just nothing, which is really engaging for people to watch, I imagine.
It's really bad when you're on a reset streak.
Oh yeah. It's a rough start to the run. Alright, so here we're just doing some little optimizations.
70 down.
And off to the other side. Oh, we still have a logo to compare against. So here we're going to change over into a more top-down kind of view. So at the moment we're just strafing side to side. Now we're going to be looking directly over us and we'll be able to like do a twin-stick shooter kind of thing.
Yeah, and what's great about this is that the moveset that we have directly translates from view to view. So we have this OP swinging sword attack now, and we pretty much use that all the time.
Captain, I think.
Alright, and that concludes the outdoors shmup section. I can't speak today.
2B to operator 6-0. All allied
Can I pinch some water?
The operation is
Thanks.
compromised. Awaiting further orders. Operator to 2B. We need you to rendezvous with Unit 9S and begin gathering data on the location
that's a little bit quiet. Alright, so here we just have more optimizations, just going through waves as fast as we can. The fun bit comes soon, I assure you. So you don't even see these guys leave the screen. And now we're back into 26. So as you can see, the game really changes around like your kind of control method and scheme throughout the whole entire run.
Yeah, and I think that's something that was done in the original NieR a lot as well.
Yeah.
Kind of a Platinum Games trademark.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't really speak like Bayonetta and stuff, but yeah. Oh my god.
Okay, so the game just crashed.
Jesus.
Very good.
Yeah. It's going full screen. Game crashed.
Do you want to just
Are we not getting sound? Oh,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
we are. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, and wait, we need to load into a save.
Shit. What am I doing?
Yeah, load. Hopefully all our settings are the same. This
Yeah.
game does some weird stuff when it crashes. So let's hope for the best. Really sorry about that. It's just sometimes it just doesn't want to run. Okay.
Just check controls. Yeah, that's good.
Okay, looks good.
Preserve them. Yep. Settings check.
Okay. Are we going to restart the timer or continue?
Camera settings have changed. Let me just...
Are we restarting timer or continuing? Okay, restart.
Alright, is that good to you?
That should be right.
Yep. Cool.
Okay.
Alright, in 3... Yeah, on timer? Yep. 3, 2, 1. Go.
Cool. Let's reduce the far settings just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just that one setting. Oh, that shows up on screen.
Just turn off ambient.
We are
Yep.
perpetually trapped
Turn off ambient.
in a
And bloom.
never-ending spiral of life and death.
No, they're fine. They don't.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
We're just adjusting the game settings just to try to help it not crash this time. It'd be great. So unfortunately, we have to sit through this shmup again. Woo!
Go hype, everyone.
This is Command. Yorha Squadron, come in. 2B here. All units have penetrated the stratosphere. Autopilot systems green across the board. This is Operator 6-0. All units
Do we
confirmed.
have games?
We've
Game
passed
music?
the 50-kilometer threshold and are
doesn't
proceeding
matter.
toward the top.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Who cares?
So we're going to make sure we save at every single save point that we come across.
Yeah.
Then destroy
Oh, we
the
got music.
Alliance
Now we're good.
by any
Yeah.
means necessary, and gather what data you can. Understood.
Hang on.
12H down. All units activate manual mode and rely on visuals to evade.
Already engaged. Free movement unlocked.
Origin point of long-range
Weapons.
lasers confirmed. B down. Our HO229 cancelers are ineffective.
Alert. Enemy unit sighted ahead.
Requesting permission to engage. Permission granted.
I was lucky.
7E down.
Alright, so back to twin stick shooter. Very sorry about the crash, but it happens.
Multiple surrounding enemy air units confirmed. Requesting permission to assume mobile configuration. Permission granted.
So yeah, this whole section is just optimizations, just learning where enemies spawn, and just being prepared for them. Most of them through here you just won't see appear on the screen, as we are killing them off screen. One of the risks in this part is leveling up. Your AI that plays alongside you can still experience, which does impact you later in the game.
Operator to 2B. We need you to rendezvous with Unit 9S and begin gathering data on the local terrain. Understood.
Weapons. Yep. Alright, it's back to some more little optimizations here.
Okay, let's all pray that the game doesn't crash this time.
Alert. Large enemy group detected.
Yes, I'm aware of it.
Seems okay.
Yep. Good. Alright, we gotta run. So here we're into the 3D action section of the game. Well, not section, but the gameplay of it.
This is what most of the game's going to be like from here on out.
Yeah.
There are some more sections where we're in flight units, like that prologue shmup, but
We don't really like those.
yeah, we
Because
don't
they're slow.
talk about those bits.
Coming up in the run, if you like auto-scrollers, boy, do we have a surprise for you. We got 12 minutes of it.
Is that our target?
Negative. This enemy is unrelated. Proposal. Dispatch it as swiftly as possible.
Alright, buffs up.
Alright, so
what-
this is
yeah, go ahead.
this is just a mini boss here. We're just going to be trying to kill it as quickly as possible. So there's a bit of explaining to do with the combat in this run because it is a bit complex. Basically, the main form of damage that we have here is something that we call a damage glitch, which is where we do this certain attack while we're dashing, and it applies a 5 times damage modifier to it. You probably wouldn't have seen it during a casual playthrough, but we exploit it heavily to just melt down bosses.
In essence, the damage glitch does 5 times the normal damage of one attack.
Ooh.
Oh. Frames.
2B.
Okay, so you're going to be seeing some interesting movement here that you definitely wouldn't have done in your casual playthrough. 2B's capacity for aerial movement is just bonkers.
Thanks, Slimmer.
Basically, she has so many ways to gain height through various abilities, and also gaining distance in midair, and we exploit that a lot throughout the run.
Alright. Bunch them up. Oh, that's good.
Very nice.
Yeah. So what we're doing there, we're just trying to funnel all these enemies into one little area, so we can use a laser on them to zap as many as we can. Alright, so coming up now is the bridge skip.
Very precise skip.
Yeah. This, you pretty much just get up real high, get up on top of this bridge here. Very nice, first go. And that skips about a minute of gameplay if you are just sprinting right through where you would normally route.
Yeah. So here we're just doing a clip to go out of bounds. Skips most of the factory.
Very nice, very nice.
These out of bounds are a little scary because one wrong step can put you back in bounds or put you in the lava, and it's a massive time loss.
Yeah, you can lose about maybe 30-40 seconds there if you screw it up. Oh, that was a good laser.
That was very nice.
Alright, Shield Boy's playing nice. Kinda.
Great.
Alright. Here we're going to laser. We use the laser quite a bit in Prologue. We're going to try and laser about 4 units.
Okay.
Just clearing off these guys. So this is another example of the different like styles of gameplay. So typically like you're just in third person mode, however at the moment we're top down. Right over 2B. Alrighty. And
Great.
yeah, so from here until the end of the prologue is essentially timed. There's a little bit of RNG that can come into play, but mostly this game is very RNG free.
Moved it somewhere?
Which is one of the nicer things about running it, I find at least.
Okay.
There should be another facility across that bridge.
So we try to skip most of the cutscenes in this game, but some of them are mandatory. Even if we can skip them, they're required for progress. And this is one of those triggers.
We haven't found a skip for it. Yeah.
So I got another mini boss, just like the first boss earlier. Looks very similar, but this time there are 2 of them. There's one just chilling out over there in the distance. We don't actually have to fight that one.
I'm gonna laser.
Yep, that's fine. It's good. Cool. So once this boss hits half health, the fight's over. It's just a mini boss, and then we move on to big boy. Mr. Engels here. So this is the true boss of the prologue. Takes quite a while.
Mostly it's just gated. Very timed content here. This, however, the prologue actually has the most timed sections in the whole game. For the rest of the game we will be like just smashing through stuff as fast as we bloody can.
So this spinning sword attack that you see me doing here, that's the damage glitch I referred to earlier. It has the highest DPS by far of any single attack in the game.
Later on, well, in about 10-15 minutes, we will be adding in another damage glitch to that to make a double damage glitch.
Yep.
Where we, if any of you are familiar with weird reference, but Cuphead and how they do like a weapon swap kind of thing, it's essentially the same as that, except Cuphead runners stole our idea first.
Yeah, so basically when we get to that point in the game where we can equip a second sword, we're going to be casting a damage glitch, weapon swapping, and casting another damage glitch, and we'll have 2 spinning swords out at once, both doing amazing damage.
Alright.
This is the target. I'm going to destroy.
Alright, so this is more just waiting for Engels. We're doing some damage to him here, but it doesn't really matter how much we do. It'll get to a point where his HP just stops going down, and we have to wait for the next phase. So here we're going to showcase just how crazy 2B can be. Oh, yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. Yeah, just FYI, this part is timed, so...
Yeah, we can just muck around here.
Yeah. Like,
no
there's not
worries.
even, like, really a damage. Like, we don't need to get that much damage on him at this point.
Yeah.
Oh. A little bit too eager. Yeah.
Wait, just...
No, just gonna go back. Yeah.
Okay, so now we're moving on to the next phase of the fight. More movement on foot here. We have some pretty interesting aerial movement in this section as well.
Yeah, we'll be doing a what's known as a double lift. So when you lift up with your sword on a slanted surface, it just allows you to, yeah, like input another lift for God knows what reason. The dev team left a lot of holes in this game, but we kind of thanked them for it.
Very thankful. Please don't patch this game, Platinum.
Yeah. Alright, laser here.
Great.
Okay.
I have to help 9S.
Jesus, we're on a good pace.
Alright, so because we're skipping a lot of the cutscenes, it's probably hard to know what's going on here if you haven't played the game. Basically, we're fighting this guy with our ally, and he sacrificed himself to stop us from getting killed. So now we're taking on the big guy by himself, in a flight suit once again. And this bit's another time section. We're just waiting for the dialogue to finish.
Have that kind of intelligence.
So what we're waiting for here, the attacks that he does are random. We're hoping that we get a specific attack when we get a line that features 2B saying, I told you to shut up already. Which is coming up rather soon. Here
So I
it comes.
basically wanted to start an attack as soon as that line finishes.
Yeah.
The enemy's
Oh.
use your pod. Should be
Ooh.
Oh.
told you to shut up.
Okay,
Hey,
so I got a little bit
that's-
of bad RNG there, but it's not too much.
That's probably the worst RNG you can get, honestly.
Oh, a double swing.
Yeah, I don't really like laser. I feel like laser takes longer.
Control.
Alright, so we're nearing the end of Prologue here.
Feed from enemy unit.
Prologue's one of the longest parts of the game, if you look at it from like a split-based perspective. A little bit of swag there. Shout out to Marbles.
Infiltrating enemy subunit. Behavior table adjusted. Balance controls overridden. Enemy unit subjugation complete.
Alright, so here we're using its own arm to kill it. It's really kind of mean.
Oof. Oh, whiffed that. Never even seen that happen before. Marathon luck.
Yeah. It's a decent Prologue, man. I should stop looking at the time. Alright, so where we're in now is the bunker. It's an orbital kind of space station where all the androids live and go about their merry ways. They're definitely not sad. No one's sad. Alright, so here we're going into some menu bossing, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
This is like kind of like a tutorial at the start of the game.
Yeah, the game's basically just making sure you get all your settings set up correctly.
Yep.
But it's a little bit tricky for 2P1C. Basically, menus are the hardest thing in the run for us.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm controlling like menu accept and menu back, and he's doing all the directional stuff. And it's really tricky to coordinate your inputs.
Yeah. It's like each person just kind of works on their own frequency in a way. Honestly, menus are the hardest bit of the run for us in this format.
Mm.
Yeah. Luckily, we get the bulk of the menus around the start of the game.
Yeah.
So we get that kind of anxiety out of the way real quick.
And one perk of having 4 hands on the controller is that you can mash really fast.
Break the controller while we're at it.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Some premium mashing.
You need to be near an access point to save your data. You can see access points on the close range map. Be sure to save often.
Oh,
Great.
that's good.
Okay. So basically, this whole section is just story content, just getting familiar with what's going on in the story.
The surface?
We're going to be leaving the bunker in another flight unit for another shmup section, but that's going to be the last one for a while until near the end of the game.
Way too expensive for us grunts. Too bad they can't mass produce these things yet.
Then we get some juicy 3D action.
Sounds really sus.
K2B, why do you think they sent a
Brightness
combat
is pretty
bomb like
high.
you to a recon job? If all they want is
That should be
intel,
fine, though.
scanner
It's not an
models
issue.
are built for that kind of thing.
Orders are orders.
All right, all right.
Tubi, you're going to have some new weaponry installed from here on out. I'll put up instructions for you. Make sure
So yeah,
you
not
use
much really to go over in this shmup section. Like, we just pretty much have optimizations for it. It's extremely locked into the game. Like, we've been able to find one thing that you can do that's a little bit weird, but we haven't been able to actually utilize it in a speedrun format. Ooh. We're gonna have to be careful. We'll pick up the medium recovery. Good.
Okay, so that laser that we had in the prologue, that's what we call a pod program. If you've played the game, you're very familiar with it. It's just a core mechanic of the game. And of course, when you're in a flight unit, you no longer have that laser. Instead, it's this big burst of missiles. And we use that to really quickly clear out waves when it's off cooldown.
Good luck down there.
There it is.
Little pizzazz. Oh shit. Thanks. Alright, so now we're reaching the actual main kind of hub or overworld of the game.
Yep.
From here, you kind of move in and out of it heaps.
Target location acquired. Marking on map.
This is basically where all the fun begins.
Target location.
Where we start really breaking the game down.
Not quite yet, but
Yeah, nearly.
there'll be lots of fun stuff coming up.
According to our intel, none of the machines in this area are hostile. We've been seeing more and more enemies like this lately. Just stand there and stare into space.
We'll pick up the medium. Yeah.
You'll also notice that we're spamming dash to get around, because that's actually quicker than just sprinting everywhere.
Huh? We should probably go talk to their leader first.
And we will be getting more fast movement tech later. Quite soon, actually.
The jump is customary for every run of this when interacting with NPCs, as you mash with the jump button. So, just kind of cop it.
Great.
Good menu, boss.
Okay, so one thing that we can do here that's a little bit quicker than just spamming dash is adding in a punch between every dash, because the punch sends you forward a little bit. It's only about 5 seconds faster,
Once upon a time.
but obviously we need to go speedy, so everything is worth it.
Operator 60 to 2B. It is time for your regularly scheduled contact.
This is
I'll get
2B.
these.
Nothing to report.
Good to hear. Hey, how's the weather on
So at the moment in the story, we're just kind of, we've just come to the resistance camp.
Operation?
They're kind of going to be our headquarters for the rest of the run, not the bunker.
Feeling nice at
That should be
And
Let's get
we've just accepted all these fetch quests basically. A little tedious, but it has to be done.
Central area. Big plants too.
report. Records show that vegetation has grown to an abnormal size since the departure.
So here's the last little bit of the fetch quest. And lock-on's playing really nice for us. This game's lock-on just loves to not go where you want it. Alright, where are the drops? Very nice.
So we just need to pick up 3 item drops here, and then we're on our way again.
Okay, that's everything the supply trader asked for. Man, these chores are a real pain in the butt, huh?
The Resistance is a valuable ally to your help. By helping them, we also help ourselves. So no, I don't think they're a pain.
Yeah.
Alright, here we're going to be upgrading our weapon. Get a little bit of extra damage. Very
Great.
nice. As we mentioned, menuing is rough. 2 players, 1 controller. Oh, there we go.
Great.
Alright. Let's fall to...
Okay.
That was close.
So one of the things we just picked up at the vendors there is a weapon upgrade. And when you upgrade this particular default weapon that we have equipped, it gains an attack speed upgrade. And that means that this form of movement is now quicker than the dash punching that we were doing earlier.
Please make sure you're ready before you go.
We're basically just dashing once and then spinning our sword and doing it over and over again.
So at the moment we're traveling to the desert zone of the game to go find out what's happening with these machines and their weird actions. In the cutscenes, it's pretty crazy what goes down, but unfortunately we don't get to see those. That just feels kind of rude to mention that. Alright, so here we're going to be setting up what we call a save scum. So it's where you save a game, then you load into it at a later date to kind of just save some travel time.
From the system menu.
Map data, huh?
Forward a bit.
It's hard to get an accurate picture from this.
There we go.
Our satellite resolution isn't so hot. Hopefully they
So now we're going to be walking on invisible floors, which is what most of the out of bounds in this game are. And that's part of what makes them kind of difficult. Oh. Okay.
Oh god.
Okay. We accidentally clipped back in there, but it should be fine.
Oh yeah, just go up there.
I think we can go over the top here.
Yeah. Oh well.
Okay. Taking a bit of a detour. Great.
Alrighty, back on track. Little scenic detour there.
Okay. So part of the save scum trick that we're setting up for now is that we took that terminal and we can later save at it from a long distance away and then load back into it from the same long distance away. It just saves the travel time.
There's gotta be an easier way, right?
So what you'll see coming up is a small kind of cutscene skip. Throughout the game, when you go to new zones, it sets your character to just walk into a cutscene very slowly. It takes about maybe 5 seconds to do that. So what we do to counter that is we'll do an action like dashing, or preferably doing a dash attack with one of our swords.
Yeah. So that just puts us right into the cutscene without having to wait 5 seconds before it. So we're taking a slight detour here, which is just part of the route. We're picking up this extra pod, which is the thing that's hovering above us right now. So we now have a second one of those. And we're going to be utilizing that mainly in the flight unit sections to do that really strong missile burst that we talked about earlier.
Careful.
And that can quick kill some bosses. And it is very, very useful. So this section of the game is very fun. We get to slide around everywhere.
Here we'll be trying out a skip called what do you call
It's
it?
actually called the Stupid Rock Skip.
Yeah, Stupid Rock.
Okay, we didn't get it. We got
Yep.
good RNG on that machine there.
It's heading for
It's a
Doesn't really
little
save any
complex
time,
to
so-
explain what we're trying to do, but basically we're just going to abuse the terrain on the right there to go very far very quickly, but it didn't work out. So that's 2 seconds.
Hence
We
why we
need
call
those
it
2
the
seconds,
Stupid
though.
Rock.
Analysis. It is the ruin of a former human residential area. Large
Okay.
numbers of humans reside
So coming up is a very big out of bounds section. we're not going to go through this desert housing area right here. We're just going to skip right through it by clipping out. And this is a really finicky skip.
Dash reset.
If you put 1 foot in the wrong place, then you're a goner.
Yeah. Oh, that was really good, that clip. So yeah, we're very out of bounds at the moment.
Yep. This is not where anyone is ever supposed to be.
Yeah. Ooh.
It's alright, we're fine.
Yeah, you're pushing it there.
So it's still out of bounds.
So here we're hitting a trigger to progress the story.
Yep. So we have that objective zone on the map that's just changed for us because we hit the trigger. And now we're just going to come back into bounds.
Or not?
In a moment.
Okay,
just dash off the left. Where are we? Oh.
Yeah, just
Oh, no,
yeah,
void
just
out, void out.
Yeah, just when we get back up, just jump up.
We've got to be very careful because you can soft lock here.
All right.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
forward.
we're here.
Forward.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay,
We
yeah,
made it
good.
finally. That has also never happened before.
Marathon.
For me, at least.
All right. So here we're going to be equipping our second weapon, and this will allow us to do 2 spinning swords at once, which is
so the way
very
that looks
broken.
is just like this. It's basically just insane damage, and you'll be able to see that on a few bosses. They'll just melt completely.
Yeah.
Something else that we're doing here is mashing our flashlight at the enemies. Yeah, just slow-mo.
Yeah.
I'll explain taunting. So you can mash your flashlight in the enemies' faces and they start steaming and glowing red like this. That means we're doing 150% damage to them, and we're also taking 150% damage from them. So it's a little bit risky, but for a speedrun it's completely necessary.
Oops, my bad.
And the other thing that you'll probably notice here is that the enemies are moving really slowly around us. And that's a technique called pod slow-mo. Basically, we have this pod program that I talked about earlier, and when you're charging that up, you can get a double laser by charging that up. And while it's charging, time is slowed for everyone else but 2B by about half. So we utilize that mainly to just control the crowd, get hit a bit less, but also to do some abuse vulnerability cycles in the bosses a bit.
Alright, DDG here.
Yep.
Yep.
Great, that looks
Nice,
okay.
nice. Good, so we just skipped a cutscene there. That would have soaked up a lot of time.
Yeah, we basically did that by just depleting the boss's health as quickly as possible. Another laser?
Yeah, if it lets me.
Okay,
That's okay.
cool. And then buffs.
Yep, when he hits the ground. Cool. Now we're back out to him. So unfortunately we can't skip that section where he's up above. Alrighty.
Okay, so that's one boss done. Now this whole area is going to collapse on top of us, so we just got to get the hell out of here.
It stopped. Looks like we're safe now.
So we just got some more cool aerial movement to speed up these sections.
Never seen a machine
Just traversing the terrain as quickly as possible, basically.
Play it safe here.
Let's move to an area with better reception so we can contact command.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
So here we're going to be finishing off that save scum kind of thing.
Yep, great, we got it first try. We'll
Maybe
just
not.
void out here and
Yeah. I'll
see
just
how
put
we
it
go.
back.
Okay, side.
Yep, cool. Right, and we go
Careful.
up here.
Ooh,
Oh, not.
we used the dash,
Ah,
that's
it's
why.
okay.
Okay.
Alright, cool.
Okay. So now we're within the range of that terminal we activated earlier, back at the start of the desert area. And we can just save here and load, and we'll be teleported right back to it. Just saves us walking the distance.
Yeah.
Alright.
Thanks, mate. Okay.
So we're just buying a chip here. A very important chip. Once we equip that later on, it'll let us get hit by attacks and not stagger. So we can just get hit by attacks and it won't interrupt our damage glitch or anything, which is very important for boss fights especially.
Operator to 9S. Data upload complete.
Roger.
I also have an incoming message from the commander. Initiating playback. 2B, 9S. We've lost contact with several Yorha units that were on their way to the surface. Their black boxes are online, so we presume they're still alive.
PB tree.
The location of their vehicles. So I need all
That tree route is very, very finicky. Very easy to fall off.
And somehow I've managed to always PB when,
Every single time
Yeah.
you fall off it.
yep. The more times I fall off it, the better the PB is.
About the other androids. We should probably check this out as soon as possible. Looks like our surface route's been cut off.
Very nice.
So 2B, those machines out in the desert look just like.
So basically, throughout this whole section, we're just abusing our really quite versatile aerial movement to get through these areas as quickly as possible.
Unsolvable problems.
I suppose.
Coming up, we've got a cutscene skip. We'll just do a double lift off a tree and a little bit more aerial movement. Lovely.
Great.
What are those?
So now we're in Disneyland.
What the?
Wow.
It's a pretty happy place.
Sorry, you mean not Disneyland? Here we've got something that we call Let's Play Skip. We named it Let's Play Skip as it skips through a cutscene where a tank says, asks you to play with them. Wonderful.
So more pretty scary out of bounds movement.
Yeah, it's really easy to just void out there.
Yep.
We're getting right in that corner.
Yep. Just have to hit a mandatory trigger there so
Yep.
that we don't softlock our game.
Yeah, we had a practice last night where we
If they
we just went into the corner, but it didn't want to play nice.
Yeah, wasted 5 minutes.
It's beautiful. I loved
Yeah.
it.
Most of the out of bounds movement in this game is only really made difficult because we don't know exactly where the floor is.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll see the floor there and just fall right through it. Sometimes there'll be no floor and you'll find...
Sure are strange creatures.
So we're just riding this roller coaster
Sorry.
around the track for a minute and a half.
Yep.
2B,
This is a completely auto-scroller.
know me well, usually call me
Unfortunately.
Bob. So,
We're just going to kill these enemies for experience, and hopefully they drop a crit chip for us,
I mean, if you want to
if we're very lucky. It is a very rare drop though.
Very lucky.
Yeah. Oh, heal.
Yeah, we're good.
all right.
Oh, hello.
Heal. Cool. So we're coming up to probably most people's favorite boss of the game. It was definitely very hyped before the game was released.
It was in all, it was in all the promotional materials.
Yeah,
but
it's
rightfully
definitely one
so.
of the highest quality bosses.
Oh, it's beautiful when you play it normally. Oh, we didn't have a
Cutscene, yeah.
issue with the skip there.
Okay. So we're going to be melting her through her phases, just like every other boss. But we just got to watch out for some things. Make sure we don't melt her too quickly, because then she does extra attacks, and that's really annoying.
What the hell?
Our records don't say anything.
Buffing up here, just like before every fight.
Big damage.
Okay.
Nice. That's
So,
really good.
as you can see, her health bar's disappeared, which means that she's just waiting to go into her next phase when the attack ends.
Unlock. Yep.
It's going to shoot her for good luck.
Nice. Yep, so here we've got a new gameplay element added into the game. You only see this hopefully one time in this route. Yeah, it just goes to show like how many different styles of gameplay you get in this game. It's amazing.
Mm. And all of them are very high quality as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like there's no like kind of like, oh yeah, this is just like a kind of like a rip off, like kind of thing. Like it all feels polished.
Mm.
This ends now.
Great, so just killing these androids as quickly as possible. Ooh. Great. So throughout that part, we were just looking at the minimap.
Yeah, looking at the minimap and...
Because one of the weak points of this game is how weird the cameras are by default. The game just likes to lock your camera into a certain position, not let you see anything. That's fine, we don't need to see. So now this is her last phase. She's going to be dying very quickly.
Alright, so what we're doing here, we're self-destructing.
It'll come into play later.
Yeah.
We'll explain it later when it happens.
Yeah.
Thanks for
So,
Yeah, you may notice that something's missing when you self-destruct. For some people, that's a big drawing point of the game, and they like to play the game after self-destructing. I'll leave it at that. Want to keep this a little bit PG, you know?
And as a side effect of the self-destruct, we also get this wonderful grey screen.
Mm.
I wish we could just play the whole game like this. It's honestly marvelous.
Please no.
Skipping this ladder, we don't need it.
About a 1 second time save there. Beautiful. Oh, what is...
I don't know what's going on in the background there. This game, this port in particular is known for its really crazy technical issues on PC. And as you can see, the floor has disappeared, and I've never ever seen this happen before.
Oh my god. Yeah, we're safe. Just keep on going.
Yeah, this is all just flat ground anyway. We don't need to see where we're going.
no one knows for sure.
Okay, alright. No.
Hopefully it fixes itself eventually and doesn't crash the game. But we'll see whether it can recover or whether we need to go back to a save point.
We've got backup saves, so...
Alright, game has crashed. Good job, game.
The computer's crashed.
Alright.
Stream PC as well. Damn, that's a new PB for crashing. Yeah, what's going on? Oh, no, hold on.
Okay, it's all good. We're fine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
we can. So what we're going to do here, we're just going to load up a new backup save that we have prepared. Do you want to do...
happening here?
Just like
Yeah, I'll do that at
angles?
Pascal's Village.
Yeah.
Where are
do
we?
we have
It's
angles? Yeah.
It's this one.
Yep.
Just a little bit. We're just got to
Documents.
import the saves. Sorry for the hold up, everyone. Just Automata being Automata. What?
Okay. Sure.
Something. Where are we? This one. Hello?
Computer?
Okay.
Angles. Just do slot 2.
No,
slot
it's
2,
this
number
one.
2. Yeah.
It's this one. Yep. Sorry for the hold up. We're just getting our save ready.
Oh, remove the 2.
Yep, gotta run the importer as well.
Yeah, I just realised I should probably do this. We are raising Child's Play, charity focused on connecting children in hospitals with games and entertainment. All donations go straight to fulfilling wishes for sick children in over 140 hospitals around the world. Kindness of Games makes this possible. So we do have some donation incentives. I don't really know what they are. Probably on the board or something. So you should look at that if you want to know. And yeah, they seem to be getting their game back, kind of. Not really.
Just really quickly.
Ah, close enough.
Otherwise the rest of the run's like unplayable.
Just do control summon.
Okay. We're going to be fixing this low resolution in a second.
It hasn't loaded save files.
Oh. Okay. Go back.
It's not.
Oh.
Yeah, just exit the game. Look, we'll just load a later save.
I think it's because this was moved.
Yeah, it was moved. Let me. Yeah, we'll load a later save. Just do that.
That copy we've made there is the correct dial.
Yeah, but like, we're losing time. We don't want to go over.
It's in the faster than light folder.
Jesus. It's okay, like, it's created a new one. It's, yeah. God.
Yeah, just take it out of the faster than
Yeah.
light folder. Cool. Yeah, as I said earlier, the game does really weird stuff when it crashes. It's just part of running this game. Typically doesn't crash this much.
Alright.
Yeah, just
yeah, we can
language
have-
to English and yeah.
We'll just do controls. Like, we don't have time to do camera.
Yep.
Like, we can
Alright.
get by without camera.
Just
It's cool. Yeah.
just invert the camera, that's all. That's all I want.
Yeah.
This needs to be swapped.
Yep.
Good
Wait,
job.
no, isn't that? No, that's how you normally.
Is it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just make sure the camera's inverted, that's the only thing. Alright. We
Okay,
are going to get back
hold
on
I'll
track.
just put this back into Japanese.
Okay.
Cool. Back on track. So we've just loaded up a save that's a little bit further on, as we don't want to go over estimate. Yeah. So if we
It's okay.
get a crazy time here,
the bit that
just
it cut out
discount
is a bit. It's a bit of a boring bit of the run anyway.
Yeah. Oh, so where does it put us?
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's put us. Yep, up to negotiations.
Yeah. So to fill in the plot of what we just skipped there to not make this tedious, basically.
That's a weird looking enemy.
Yeah, move the mouse.
Yep.
Basically, this hole's opened up underneath the city ruins,
Ground is caved in.
and apparently there are aliens down there that are controlling the machines, which are originally supposed to be our enemies. So we're going to go investigate and see what we can find down there. This bit's just more long distance movement.
Alright, when we get into the fight, we'll equip DDG and self-destruct.
We've
Yeah.
been here for
Yeah.
a long time.
What is this place?
I don't know. There's nothing like it in the database.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So just go into the main menu.
Yep.
You.
Yep. Yep, so go there,
Yeah.
there.
We're just enabling self-destruct and re-equipping that weapon we equipped earlier. Because the crash wiped that.
Look out! My name is Adam. The aliens you seek are no longer here. They were wiped out centuries ago by us.
Okay. So we just have to wait for the dialogue for the start to finish, and then we can start the fight.
Wipe out the androids next. Machines are weapons capable of evolution.
Sorry, I was doing slow there.
We can become aware.
Yeah, so this fight's also another example of variant gameplay. We've got like just a strictly 2D kind of fighting game style.
Yep.
Here.
Oh, there's no need to.
So yeah, it's basically just this is a timed fight. We're waiting for the dialogue to finish. We get a kill on Eve there, who is Adam's brother. That is Adam and Eve over there, and we just get a kill for extra experience, basically. Just because we're waiting around anyway. You can show off slow-mo here if you want.
Yeah, I don't really want to do, with how much this is crashed, I don't want to go out of bounds here.
Yeah, okay.
Because that really breaks the game.
Yeah.
There is like a cool out of bounds you can do here. However, there's no use for it.
Yeah, it's kind of tough, and you can basically clip out of the arena, but we haven't found a way to actually skip this fight and cancel the dialogue yet.
Yes.
We will find it soon. So yeah, we're just waiting around, playing with Eve.
Surely you see the attraction of this.
Are you insane? We'd never do that! Can you believe this, 2B? This guy's bonkers.
Well, I suppose this concludes negotiations. The only remaining option is to destroy.
He can't touch us up here.
Yeah.
We're fine.
Destroy these pathetic little aliens.
Alright, now we can continue with the story.
Great. So basically those aliens have, well, those are actually machines that the aliens made, and as you could have seen in the background there, the aliens are all dead. There are no more aliens left. The machines killed them, they evolved, they got smart, and basically they are their own entity now. So we're still in the war against machines now. Those two are going to come up later again, cause some more trouble for us.
They let you transfer your consciousness to a
But we're going to go back to the bunker to report to the commander what we've just learnt.
Oh, crying out
We
loud.
crashed again, which is fantastic. Right before we got to the save point too.
Fantastic. This is... Of course it has to happen in a marathon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
just
wouldn't it?
load up pre-A2.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't keep on losing time.
This one. Oh, not slot over 0. Slot over 0.
What are you doing? Yep.
Cool. Okay.
I'm loving it. I'm having a great time.
Well, I somehow doubt that we'll make the estimate at this rate.
Yeah.
It should be good. It should be good.
Maybe if we start going on world record pace right now.
Have faith.
Yeah, anyone
Yeah.
can do it.
Yeah, easy.
Especially with 2 players on 1 controller.
Yeah, that's double the speed, isn't it? That's how it works.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, if you watched Half Coordinated's run at GDQ,
Yeah.
we're basically going 4 times as fast as he was.
Yeah.
He was only using 1 hand.
Yeah. See, it's easy.
Yeah.
Right, so it
Yep,
was
that one.
That one? Should all be fine.
Inverted camera controls.
Yeah, I copied it from the other side,
yeah,
so
cool.
it should be good.
Yep. We'll just need to set self-destruct and weapon. We'll do that when we go into the skills. Yeah.
Yeah, we're not exactly sure why the game is crashing so much. This is a pretty beefy computer, actually.
How you going? Oh, that's right. Yeah, we're
right. Okay.
item purchase now.
So
All right. So what we're doing here, we're selling. Oh,
wait.
no, that's wrong.
This is.
Yep.
What's that?
Just go.
Just sell those. Okay.
Yep. There we go here.
We'll explain all this. Oops. Back up to that one.
Sorry.
Down.
Yep.
Explain all this in just a moment. We just need to concentrate because menuing is very difficult. Great. And this.
All right. So I'll just start off with
No,
resolving.
skill.
Yeah, but we still need to resolve like self-destruct.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah, we don't have resilience.
Oh yeah. Oof, crits. Oof.
Oh
that that is wonderful.
no. Okay.
Okay, we don't know what's going on there, but yeah, let's fix these settings. Third one. Okay, let's pray that this fixes itself. Doesn't look like it's going to want to fix itself. Let's just save here and reload.
Yep.
None of the menu stuff showing up either.
It's kind of worrying. What is breaking it?
Okay. Fingers
Hold on.
crossed. Okay, inverted camera. Okay, so this is just a cutscene. We can skip this, but it requires very, very good coordination between the two of us.
Yeah.
And it's only for 5 seconds. It's not really worth it.
Say, 2B,
Yeah, good.
What?
when do you think you'll be willing to call me Nines?
9S works just fine.
Well, yeah, but... Man, this job can be pretty rough sometimes, huh?
We don't get to choose our assignments. And you should work on keeping your
Are you,
opinions.
yeah, we need to
You
fix
are
that.
not allowed to be emotional, remember?
I think some of us
I'll
are
get used to
better
it.
at that than
We need to do weapons as well, so we'll do that when we get into this next part.
Okay.
Yeah.
This must be the commercial structure Pascal was talking about. The records say it was once a facility known as a shopping center.
No getting...
Maybe.
So what we're doing here, we're using using dialogue where you get to walk to skip a cutscene trigger.
Oh,
How? Okay. Do you want to open
yeah,
up the menu?
yeah.
Yeah.
The menu? Okay.
Yep.
Just gotta re-equip our weapon.
Yep. We'll
That's
resolve.
the wrong one. Up.
Yep. We'll resolve the camera issue as well.
Yep. Again, sorry for the issue. Self-destruct, do we have that? Yep. Okay, great.
Let's go.
Sorry for the issues, everyone. It's just,
Oh, are you kidding me?
I think the game's crashed again. This is wonderful marathon luck. Never seen it crash this frequently.
Yeah. Jesus.
All right.
What do we want to do? It's going to keep on crashing.
Yeah, we got saves for the end. Yeah, after growing. Okay, we gotta wait for this, whatever it's doing.
Hey, turned off. screen's on. The screen
No, it should be a blue light.
Yeah, it was on, but it was red.
Yeah, because it's gone red.
Is it the...
That's weird. Oh, there you go. It's the game one.
Oh, okay, it's crashed. Just set up a... Yeah. Just set up, like, screen.
Yep. I hit the 600 hours.
Oh, you hit 600 hours. Nice. So due to all the crashes that we're having, we don't want to go over estimate, so we're gonna show off the last 15, 20 minutes of the game, provided it doesn't crash again, which is jam-packed, full of skips, fun stuff, like heaps of combat, really entertaining to watch. Yeah, we're very sorry about all the crashes, but these things just happen. Like it's heartbreaking for us, it's frustrating for you. It's just a bad day for everyone.
Yeah.
But let's finish on a good note.
We did just get past pretty much the most boring part of the run. A lot of stuff was going to be happening, a lot of cool tricks, but
yeah, unfortunately,
that's just the way it goes.
Yeah.
So we'll go to about the last 15 minutes of the run and try to show off some stuff for you. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Let's do the settings now.
Yep. Yep, good. Cameras. Oops. Self-destruct. Oops.
Yep.
Ooh, don't touch that.
Okay.
Wait, what did you?
No, I don't think we did. Just go into the settings again.
Oh, good.
Should be fine. The camera settings are the best ones to see.
Yep.
Scroll down a bit.
Oh, it's good, it's good.
Okay.
It's preserved. Alright. We'll just have to do self-destruct when we get in and weapons.
Yep.
What a shit show, man.
Equip chips again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, menuing.
Yeah, this is post-run, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, so go...
Oh, we already...
No,
Oh,
no.
self-destruct, okay.
Yeah, stop.
Okay.
Alright.
Chips.
Yep, chips.
Chips and weapons. By now, I'm sure you're very familiar with all this menuing that you're doing. You could probably even do it yourself. That's how many times we've done it.
Try it at home. Alright, just go out.
Yep. The weapons.
Yep.
Hopefully this is the last time we have to do this.
Alright, we'll just make a safety save here.
Yep.
Cool. Alright.
Okay. No. We're going to straight to...
Oh, okay, yeah, we're just going to go straight there. Cool. Right, so a lot's happened in the game since we loaded up a backup save.
It's kind of impossible to explain what's happened in the plot that we've just skipped.
This game usually runs quite well if you're not breaking it. I would recommend playing it for the story. It spans out, like, for myself, there's about 26 different endings in this game. I got maybe 70, 80 hours on my casual playthrough, just working through every one. And I wasn't bored throughout all of it, which was really surprising.
It is a really fun game. It's probably one of my favorite games of all time. It was only released at the start of this year. And actually today I just hit 600 hours in it while doing this run. So that's an indication of how much I love this game.
Alright, so here we're going into a boss room.
Yep. We're going to fight this Adam one-on-one.
After we do something that we like to call the mansplaining skip. So he's got a very long dialogue here that goes for about a minute 30. Very nice.
Great. So we're just clipping out here, because as we know in this game, the walls are just mere suggestions. You know, they don't care if we just go wherever we want.
Please consider staying in the walls.
So, really, we're supposed to be, if you play this game properly, you're supposed to be in his arena. just fighting him right now.
How we, yeah,
I'll just let you do this bit.
Yep.
This is a very scary bit. We're going to enter this elevator once we get past a certain bit of dialogue. And that'll cancel out the rest of his dialogue for the phase.
Good.
That went well, which is good because that is really scary.
Kanaris gets scared.
You do a really scary method for that.
It's fine. It works. Every time we do it, he just freaks out and he's like, "No, I'm not touching it. I'm not nothing to do with this," because they can soft lock the game, and we don't need any more of that.
Okay.
All right, do some buffs here.
Okay. So we're going to be fighting him, just like normal. Basically, I'll finish off what I was doing, explaining that. We interrupt his dialogue for the rest of the phase with that elevator dialogue. Yeah.
We're good. Yeah.
And
we're too good.
as soon as his dialogue finishes, the phase ends. So of course, when we interrupt the dialogue, the phase ends and we can move on. And that saves about 40 seconds. So, yep. So here's a very, very scary boss. If you don't have defensive buffs on, and we do have defensive buffs, so we're fine. He died.
Alrighty. That was actually really quick.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay, just go very carefully.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing a bit of a dialogue skip here. We have this text dialogue open while we walk into the trigger for this voice dialogue. So we completely skip that voice dialogue, and we can now shop here for some items that are going to help us in the final fight, which are skill salves.
And what skill salves do, they reduce the cooldown on your pod program.
Yep.
And the
So
final
that's the
boss
laser.
we use, the final boss we use the laser quite frequently.
Yep.
Proposal. Procure information from the machine life form known as Pascal.
Do you want to save when we get to the outside of the factory?
Yeah, I think
Just in
that's
case.
safe. Yeah.
We're just going to be saving everywhere from now on.
After all those crashes.
Yep.
Do you need something?
I need to know if you've seen any new trends.
It's a real shame because like this, when you don't have crashes, which I've had 2 crashes personally. Yeah, we'll save. Actually, yeah, no, we'll go up here.
Contacted the machines that disconnected themselves from the network. They wanted to discover
Yeah, like myself, I've had maybe 2 crashes since I've been running this game
Yeah,
since
I don't-
April.
I don't know. Some systems just really don't like it.
Yeah.
Like certain graphics cards, they can't handle it.
Apparently it's located
It's just the luck of the draw.
I can get you
Yeah.
the coordinates.
It happens and we move on.
I was actually
Still got to show you guys some cool stuff here.
Yep.
maybe we can meet up over there?
Sounds good.
Target location data obtained. Marking on map.
Okay, so we'll save here.
Yeah.
We don't usually grab this save, but we're going to do it just for safety.
Yep, judging by.
No need to explain why. Okay.
So coming up is Kanaris' favorite skip. Like, not
Yeah.
even in a sarcastic way. Like, Kanaris absolutely loves this.
Yeah.
Do you want to start a little bit of the explanation about how it works?
Yeah, so we're going to be going into the, we call it the deep factory here. It's the same area we were in the prologue, but we're going to get access to the lower part of it, which is a lot more spooky. It's really long, even casually it's kind of scary and a little bit tedious actually. Most casual players don't really enjoy this part of the game. But we're going to be skipping a lot of it. And it's one of the most intense part of the runs for us. A lot of really complex skips going on. Hopefully we don't get any crashes to interfere with it. But yeah.
We'll see how we
So
go.
basically, we're going to ride down this elevator, have a big fight with a bunch of enemies. Hopefully that goes well. We just need to kill a certain number of enemies. And that room that we fight the enemies in is called the Mooks room. That room is very high up above all the other rooms in the Deep Factory. So what we're going to do is basically beeline from trigger to trigger throughout the Deep Factory so that we can progress the storyline. And that's completely necessary, but we're going to be doing some pretty weird tricks to get back and up to this room as quickly as possible so we can hit all the other triggers and proceed to the exit.
So why are you still
So you'll see what's going on when we do it.
Just lots of out of bounds.
Yeah,
Weird
basically
movement.
the whole time
Yeah.
we're out of bounds.
Well,
'Cause, you
we
know.
try to be.
Just keep running.
Yeah. It's Pascal, like, knocking us out of run.
I think it's the double input issue.
Yeah.
Hopefully that doesn't get in the way.
Should be right. It's only like, it's only menus that I find it affects.
Oh, it's like a new glitch that comes up with a big picture, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Fullest was having that, yeah. Was it Fullest? Sorry.
Full of some novels.
Yeah.
So, we were here to discuss a peace treaty with this group of religious machines that formed a hive mind of their own. But that's not going to plan. They actually want to kill us and make us become as gods, as they put it. Just as their
gonna get out
priest
of that a little
has.
So yeah, so as you can see, we're
Lots of explosions,
we're tearing through
basically.
these guys. Yeah.
Just trying to kill these guys as quickly as possible. Okay, now that we've killed a set amount, the elevator's going to open. So down the bottom of this elevator is a trigger,
So,
and we need to hit that trigger.
are
Cool.
you getting double inputs?
It's the dash inputs that's being doubled.
That's strange.
Okay. So this is the trigger right here, this dialogue. And then this elevator closes behind us. So to get it to open back up, we're going to go out of bounds here, hopefully, if everything goes well. Oh,
Alright, just like that.
this is kind of one of the hardest tricks.
Go again. Just go in.
Okay. We'll get through eventually. Think a bit more forwards.
Yeah,
Oof.
that was close.
We'll get it eventually.
Yeah.
It's kind of important. We can't necessarily skip this trigger or else the whole
There we
sequence
go.
of skips doesn't
Alright.
work. Okay, great.
That's one of the harder
So,
clips to do in the game, honestly.
So here it
Yeah.
looks like we're gonna die and fall into the void, whatever. That's voiding out. So basically, when you fall for too long, it just places you back at your last standing position. So we hit the trigger when we voided out, and that opened the elevator, so we can come back up to this very high up room. Double inputs.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is very intense. Great, we got it.
Beautiful.
Okay, so we voided out again there by falling for too long. But at the bottom there, just before we voided out, we hit another progress trigger.
I just got a camera. Take it easy.
Yep. So now we're still out of bounds.
Did you
I'm just
double
going to
dash
glide,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, we've hit all the triggers now.
Can you kick?
Yep. And we're just going to go to the end
Nice.
of this deep factory section. Oh,
Okay.
and now we get the dialogue for the end of the factory. And we basically just skip the whole deep factory by doing all that.
Yeah. If you were to run through it normally, it could take you about maybe 5-6 minutes.
Yeah. So
This done nicely is about maybe
yeah, it's
It's
about a
2.5
minute and a half
minutes.
time save if you do
Yeah.
everything really well. But as I said, this is the hardest sequence of skips. It actually went kind of well in the second half.
yeah.
That bit where we had to fall down and void out and hit that trigger, that was probably the most difficult skip in the game.
Yeah.
The one that people struggle the most with. So we're starting a boss fight here with Mr. Soshi. And basically this first part, he has a shield up for it. So we're just going to stay up here away from him. He can't touch us. He's just going to look at us wistfully, wishing he could be up on top of this bridge with us.
Oh, now what?
Fantastic music in this
Yeah.
part as well. The game The game's actually won awards for the music. The soundtrack is just beautiful.
Yeah. So you might notice that Pascal is no longer with us. Because we're just staying up here, she decides she's going to fly off up into the sky. Just a... Yeah, it's just a side effect.
Alright, coming up to it. Just let's focus here.
And then when his shield drops, we're going to drop down there and start slicing the crap out of him, basically.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, a little bit early.
That's fine. Just heal.
Yep.
Great. So his shield comes down. It's kind of hard to see what's going on here.
Get away from that leg. Alright, here we go.
We might need it.
Jump up.
Yeah, damage glitch is getting interrupted.
Oh, really?
Yeah, let's just break a leg anyway.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
Should be fine. Cool. So that's Soshi. He does this little death cutscene soon.
Yeah. Yeah. Great.
Alright, we'll do a save when we get outside.
Yep. Oh, we should have saved at the terminal back there as well.
It's all good.
Okay, so basically all the boss fights in this, well, most of them, it looks like all we're doing is just basically flat out DPSing the boss, but there is a lot more going on that you can't see. Basically, we're managing several things at once during the combat, whether that be slow-mo or weapon swapping for the double damage glitch, or
Taunting.
healing, taunting, maintaining buffs, getting good positioning for certain phase skips. There's a lot going on there. And that's probably the most difficult part of the speedrun, actually, the combat throughout the whole run.
Yeah, a lot of people will come into the game and they'll get they'll get quite a few skips, really nice and consistent. However, combat just comes with experience.
Yep. Okay, so peak of the jumps.
Yep.
Great.
Fantastic.
Okay, so this is, you'll remember this from the start of the game if you were here. It's the same clip, except we need to do it a little bit differently there to avoid getting flinged into the lava from auto lock on. But yeah, basically just the same stuff. Now we're approaching the end game boss rush.
And it's actually is a boss rush. There's four bosses in total.
Yep. And
that we
some,
do within about 10 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll save at this place down here, just in
let's
case we
save
have another
here
crash.
ASAP.
Yeah. Get there quick. Yeah, we're good. Oh.
Dialogue.
Back to the resistance camp.
We gotta wait for the dialogue to finish before we
Yep.
can safety save.
It's just worth it. With track record.
Just cross our fingers, hope that it doesn't suddenly
Okay,
crash
cool.
now while we're saving.
Alright, off we go.
Great. Yeah, it'll be less than 10
Yeah.
minutes.
Say again? I'm not receiving.
Okay. So, basically in the storyline, if you remember the two robots we fought earlier, the blonde-haired robots, they are Adam and Eve. We killed Adam earlier, you would have seen, and Eve is mad. He is just completely off his head. It's okay, we had the backup save. We'll just
Yeah.
instantly launch and load. While the... Try to get it done as soon as possible. It'll be really good if we can play through the rest of this. It's like pretty good.
It's just been a nightmare, man.
Okay. Okay, so we're just going to load and continue on, whatever. Okay, was that save, wasn't it? Copy to
Yes.
start, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
And all our settings will be the same, so we don't need to...
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. As I was saying, Eve is very mad we killed his brother. He's basically caused all the machines on the network to go haywire, and they are causing mischief everywhere.
This is the resistance camp.
Say again? I'm not receiving.
Scanning for interference.
The machine requesting it backup.
Just
It's in
Get rid of that.
Let's move.
So you could have been far causing all these issues.
Maybe.
No, I should like put a resource in Discord saying do not use far for marathons.
Okay. So here's just, we just want to get to the resistance camp as quickly as possible, because we've received distress calls from there. Obviously the machines are all haywire, and we'll find out what we're doing when we get there.
Try contacting the bunker via laser relay system.
Affirmative.
Yeah, so this is about the last, about 5 to 7 minutes of the game here.
Yep. Okay, so might be able to tell the resistance camp is on fire.
The robots have gone mad. They,
Yeah.
If you actually watch that cutscene, they eat the flesh of the androids.
Yep, the machines are eating people.
It's really, yeah, it's really, really screwed up.
So we're basically just saving the resistance camp here, or like salvaging it as much as we can. Again, we're in this side-scroller mode. Automata just does this so well, switching between perspectives. Just want to clear out these mobs as quickly as possible.
That guy will despawn. Got boys behind us. Yep, good. How many want to spawn?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, rebuff. Okay.
Sure. There's meant to be a big guy that spawns there, but he didn't.
Okay, there was meant to be an enemy at the end there, but he didn't spawn. That could be a new skip.
Well, okay, just crash a million times in a marathon.
Yeah.
Make
Crash and then you can save 5 seconds. Him again. Okay. Let's save at the... Okay.
There's meant to be
This
like,
computer really doesn't like Automata. Assets aren't loading. Bosses aren't loading. Never seen this happen before.
That's a marathon tagline.
Yep. Okay. We're going to really quickly reload the game from inside the game here. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
Alright, we've got 3 more bosses to go though, and they're fairly quick with how much damage we can put out. Let's hope that they actually load though.
Yeah, if they don't load here, we're just going to have to call it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Game's broken.
Well, yeah. Okay, look. There's
Yeah, we're
supposed to
gonna
be a
have
boss here, but looks like he doesn't want to show up.
Yeah. That's a real shame that we've had so many technical issues here. Like I said before, it's really heartbreaking as, yeah, we really wanted to show off this fantastic game.
Yeah.
But
not much can be done about it.
Yeah.
It's just marathon luck, I guess. But thank you all for watching.
Yep.
It's a pity it ended like that, but yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for putting up with all the tech issues.
Yeah, that's a real shame.
If you want to see a full run, feel free to Google it. It's really interesting. There's a lot of stuff we unfortunately couldn't show you in here, and it's just fascinating how broken this game is in the best way possible. Not like it was broken today.
Yeah.
But yeah, and also shout outs to the Automata speedrunning community, because they're probably the best community I've ever been in.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Alright.
Have a lovely PAX, everyone.
Thanks for watching.
Sorry about that.